guys, it's Sena, the Hazina girl, and I know what you're wondering. Sena, why the heck are you wearing a hat indoors? Honestly, I don't know. I just felt like wearing a hat today, so we're just gonna be, you know, doing a hat thing. Basically today, as you guys can tell by the title, I'm going to be showing you guys around my apartment. I got a request to do this video, and because I've been spending pretty much all of my days in this apartment, staying at home, staying safe, trying to quarantine myself, I figured what better time than to show you guys my apartment right now. So basically, if you're new to my channel, hello, welcome. My name is Sena, aka the Hazina girl, and I've been living in Japan for 4 years now, and I went to Japanese language school. Now I'm studying as a fashion student at Bunka Fashion College, and this apartment is not my first apartment. First place where I lived at when I came to Japan was my school dorm, and then I moved out and lived with a couple friends of mine, and we got a 3-bedroom place that we shared, and then I moved out again and I lived in a share house, and then after that I lived with one of my friends where we both, like, you know, shared an apartment together. So this is the first time that I have an apartment completely to myself, and if you guys are actually curious to see the 2 places that I lived at before, I made a video back on the old channel that I used to work for, Multi Japan Study, showing like the 2 places I lived at before. So anyways, that being said, let's just get right on to the tour. So I'm gonna start this tour over here. This is the entrance to my apartment. As you can tell, that is the door. So when you come in, you have a little genkan space, which is a very traditional Japanese entranceway. So basically the entrance looks like this. That's the door, and then we've got the little genkan space there. And then here, this is probably one of my favorite things of this apartment, which is the shoe closet, where I also keep my umbrella. It's kind of dark, so you can't really see, but yeah, so that's the shoe closet. It's kind of a mess right now, but that's okay. So then once you come into the genkan space, if you turn right over here, you're gonna see 2 doors, one right in front and then one over here. This one here is the bathroom. So here we go, this is what it looks like. And one of the cool things about this apartment is the blue toilet. I thought that was so cool when I saw it. It's so kind of like weird and quirky, but it's like exactly perfect for me. So I love that. And it's got a little sink on the top there. And then it's got a little hand towel. It's just very simple and I like it that way. So yeah, and then if you come over here, we've got the other door right next to it. And this right here is a special room because this is basically what I hope one day to become my studio. So this room right here has absolutely nothing in it except for my art supplies, a chair on the floor, then we've got my makeup table. Hey, can you see me? And then we've got like some random miscellaneous objects here. And then I know you guys are gonna ask me, what the heck is this big square thing, Sena? This is actually a handmade loom. I made this when I was at school. And basically what you do is you put thread in it like this. So you kind of like, you know, put the threads through the nails, and then you can weave with different types of string. So I've got like different string here, and eventually I plan on making a big one. I did one in my 2nd year, but obviously I'm already finished, so like it's not on there right now. But yeah, that's that. And then I've got this window over here, which has a curtain, and then I've got one window here which doesn't have a curtain. And I know it looks ratchet, guys. Because I love the light so much, I only have 1 set of curtains. So this window over here just has clothes hanging, which I know looks super ratchet, but like honestly I kind of like that it decorates the room, because I feel like without a curtain it feels kind of naked, you know? So yeah, that's why that's there. So yeah, that's that for my art studio playroom, I guess you could call it. Oh, and one last thing before I forget. This, of course, is the closet in this room. And like I said, this used to be my bedroom, so it has all my clothes in here. And it looks like this. Right now my closet's kind of a mess, but it's okay. I got my clothes in here. I got my suitcases and some other miscellaneous bags back there. I got a cool Hazina bag that I made a while back, and then I've also got my vacuum in here. And I don't know if you guys can tell, but there's like a wall here. So I never really opened this side like this way because there's nothing there. But yeah, so that's pretty much it for this room. Very simple. As you can tell, I'm a minimalist, so that's that. Turning over here, we've got this room over here. So I've got this lovely little rug on the floor. And then here, we've got me in the mirror. Hey guys, how's it going? And then we've just got all of my miscellaneous sink items. I'm not gonna go through them because they're kind of a mess right now. But I got like toothbrushes, makeup stuff, you know, facial cleansers, you know, the usual. And then here we've got my washing machine. So this is where I do my laundry. And then we've got just some random laundry detergent, things like that. And then here we've got my shower. Ta-da! And these are the lights. And essentially when you open up the door, it looks like this. We've got the bathtub, some random shower items, shower head, and a little, there's like a space to put your towel here, but I never do because obviously it's gonna get wet from the shower, but yeah, that's that. Now coming away from the shower, well, I never really close this door, so I'm just gonna keep it open. And actually, let's close this light because we don't need her. So coming in here, we've got the kitchen. She's got my pots on there, and I got some spices back there, and it's just very simple. Like honestly, it's not anything crazy. Then I got my sink with all my dishes that I need to put away because I literally just did the dishes. And then again, the toaster, the fridge, my gosh, forgetting English. And then under here I've got like the garbage, I've got some food, you know, typical stuff, things like that, cleaning supplies. And then in here I've got some snacks, the garbage, I mean, I don't know if you guys want to see the garbage, it's the garbage. And yeah, and then that's pretty much it. I don't know, it's really simple. Oh yeah, and the cabinet. So up here I've got like cooking stuff, I don't know, oils, things like that. The light is kind of strong, I'm gonna turn this off. But yeah, so then here we've got like, I don't know, bread, snacks, food, cereal, plates, and then here, just some other bowls, random things. And then, yeah, pretty much coming here. So now next to the door, we've got my dining table. So this is a set that I actually got on Craigslist, believe it or not. And this came with the 2 chairs and the table. And yeah, normally I like to like eat on this side or, you know, have meals on this side, which is why I still have a tablecloth with, you know, a plate and crumbs. And then of course tea, I'm always drinking tea, so that's there. And then this is kind of like my work side. This is where I like to do my editing. I use my iPad to edit all my videos, and I love these headphones, so I always use them. So those are there. And then coming right next to the table, we've got the couch, which looks like this. Super simple, I just threw a blanket on top of it. It's kind of like lopsided, but it's whatever. And then I got some flowers to make it a little romantic. And then I've got this lovely blanket just kind of sitting there because when I lounge on the couch I like to just like throw on a blanket. And then facing the couch is my record station. So here I've got all my records in this bin, and then I've got just this cool vase that I found at like a flea market, like thrift store type place. And then here's where I normally keep miscellaneous. Guys, bear with me, my English is struggling. Okay, like I was trying to say, that's where I keep miscellaneous items, not miscellaneous. And then I also have this lovely pouch that sometimes sits there too. And then right now I've just got this record on here. This is of course my record player. This record is by Always, which is a Canadian group from Toronto that I absolutely love. And this is their record cover. I normally like to put the record cover just to kind of like decorate the room because, you know, sometimes you can feel kind of empty. But yeah, and then here we've just got some curtains, and then right next to the curtains we've got my guitar, and then right next to the guitar we've got the mirror. And yeah, pretty much that's, I guess, it for this room. Going on to the bedroom, this is honestly kind of grown to be one of my favorite rooms in the house. I wasn't using this room for a long time, and I just had like storage things in here, but I recently cleared it out, and I absolutely love it. So this is basically the bedroom. This is where I sleep. Open it up, it looks like that. And then we've got my futon, and that's it. I just like it to be super minimalistic. Obviously this is a tatami room, and I want to keep the tatami as fresh and as beautiful as possible, so I don't have anything crazy on here. I might add things in the future, but for now I just love it like this. And then we've got like 3 sets of closets here, which is huge, and I actually don't really use it. There's just like some storage items in the back there. I don't really want to show that to you guys because that's like a mess. And then there's nothing in here, actually. It's completely empty. So this room is just great because I come here and I know this is sleeping zone, you know, which is very good, especially for my quarantine life right now. All right, so now that the tour is over, I want to answer some questions that I already know you guys are gonna ask me, okay? I already see in the future. So the first question I know you guys are gonna probably ask is, how much am I paying for this apartment? Now, first of all, this apartment is a 2DK, aka a 2-bedroom with dining and kitchen space. And I live in the outskirts of Tokyo. I don't live in central Tokyo. So this apartment is actually on the cheaper end. And the price that I'm paying right now is roughly 90,000 Japanese yen. And of course, I know that the next question following that one will be, Sena, how the heck can you afford that place? I actually, if you guys didn't know, work as a retail assistant, or like, you know, basically I work at a store. And then I also work as a freelance model. So I get a lot of different gigs every now and again. And still with that income, it's very irregular, obviously. So I do get help from my family to pay for this place, and I am so blessed to have a family that supports me. But I do know that this is not a realistic apartment that most foreign students would be able to afford by themselves. I am completely aware of that. So yeah, I think for all of you guys out there who are maybe coming to Japan for the first time, you probably won't be able to get an apartment for yourself without actually setting foot in Japan. So I highly suggest that you guys look into like share houses, or that you maybe live on your school's campus for a little while, and then once you're here, you know, take a look, talk to some maybe English speaking realtors who can give you tours of different places. Because yeah, trying to find a place by looking at photos only, I do not recommend it, because those realtor people, they know how to take good pictures, you know what I'm saying? So don't be fooled by that. What else do I feel you guys are gonna probably ask me? Oh, another question I know you're probably gonna ask is how much I pay in utilities. On average, it costs me somewhere between like 7,000 to 10,000 for just water, gas, and electricity. And then I also pay for my internet completely separately. Is it a lot? Yes. Do I suggest this style of living for you guys if you're just coming to Japan? Absolutely not. When I first moved here in Japan, I lived with 3 of my friends, as I mentioned before, and we split the rent between the 3 of us, and we only paid 40,000 Japanese yen. And that is, I would say, a great price for a student who is here on a student visa and working part-time. But I do know everyone's, you know, price points are different. If you guys have another, you know, source of income, or you're able to like afford a more bougie place, hey, go for it. But I highly recommend looking for places on the outskirts of Tokyo if you want to get cheaper places, and also to possibly live with friends or get some other roommates so that you can, you know, keep the price down. So I think that's all the questions that you guys are probably gonna ask. If you have any more that I haven't thought of or answered, then please go ahead and feel free to leave them in the comments below. And yeah, bye.